Thank you very much indeed. Hello, I'm Alexander Armstrong, and welcome to Pointless, the show where the aim of the game is to avoid the obvious answers and find the obscure ones. Let's meet today's players. And couple number one.
My name's Camelia. I'm here with my husband Curtis, and we're from Leeds.
Couple number two.
Hi, I'm Miles from a small village in the north of Scotland called Portmahomack, and this is my daughter Fiona from central Scotland.
Couple number three.
Hello, my name's Samantha. I'm from a little town in Oxfordshire called Farringdon, and this is my lovely mum Sue from Gloucestershire.
And finally, couple number four.
Hi, I'm Elle, and this is my partner Adam, and we're from the Peak District in Buxton.
And these are today's contestants. Thank you very much, all of you. A very warm welcome to Pointless. It's lovely to have you all here. That just leaves one more person for me to introduce, a stand-up who's currently sitting down. There's nothing in this world makes sense anymore. It is my Pointless friend. It's Tom Allen.
Oh, thank you. Lovely to be sitting down, actually.
I know, you lucky
Very
thing.
comfortable. And you provided me a lovely, just a little peek here, lovely cushion, because I'm not as tall as some of the other people you have doing this.
Do you know what? I just envy that so much. Maybe I should have some kind of truss with invisible wires, so it looks like I'm standing, but in fact, I could just lift my feet and I just spin gently like this.
Do you know who did have a chair like that? Was David Suchet when he was playing Poirot.
Did he?
Because he wanted to keep everything very, neat, as Poirot would have had it.
Yes.
And so he had this special chair designed where he could stand up and just be like that. Oh, he did a very interesting documentary about it, Xander.
I bet he did.
And I'm going to play it to us now.
There we are. Thank you very much indeed. Now, Chris and Erica, who were superb, got through to the final last time, and they did not win the jackpot, so we're adding another £1,000 to that. So today's jackpot starts off at £5,250. Right. If everyone's ready, let's play Pointless. Something to be borne in mind at all times. It's the pair with the highest score at the end of each round that gets eliminated, so just keep your scores as low as you possibly can. Best of luck to everybody. Our category for round one today is words. It's one of those rounds. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. There we are. Let's find out what the question is. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many words ending NGE as they could. Tom.
That's right. We are looking for any word found in the online version of the Collins Dictionary that ends with the letters NGE. As ever, we will not accept capitalised words, such as trademarks, or any entries that appear as hyphenated words or two-word phrases. This is as of August 2024. We will not accept any word that is listed as offensive and not suitable for tea time. Thank you. We may ask you to spell your answer, so help me God.
Thank you very much indeed, Tom. Now, Camelia, welcome to Pointless. It's lovely to have you here. Tell us all about yourself.
So I am currently on maternity leave. I had a baby 2 months ago.
Huge congratulations.
Thank you. Her name's Lilia.
Hello, Lilia.
We've been having an easy time. Fingers crossed it stays like that.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Oh, total joy. And that's your first baby?
Yeah.
Oh, how absolutely wonderful. Brilliant. Now, Camelia, words ending NGE, what would you like to go for?
I hope this will score okay. Rearrange.
Rearrange, says Camelia. That is very impressive for podium one. Rearrange. Let's see where we end up with that. Rearrange. He's obviously right. Obviously very good. Look at that, down he goes to 4. This is a great start. Well done, Camelia.
Yes, of course. Rearrange to put something into a new order or to fix a new date or time for something that has been postponed. Rearrange.
Thank you very much indeed. Now, Miles, welcome back to Pointless. Lovely to have you with us a second time. Tell us more about yourself.
I collect waterfalls around the world.
It was mountains last time.
It was mountains last time.
So it's basically features, relief features.
Well, it started when I proposed at Victoria Falls in Zimbabwe, and she did say yes.
Hooray.
And she did, and we're still married.
Hooray.
And since then, we've a honeymoon at Niagara, silver wedding at Angel Falls. We've just been to Iguazu Falls. We did the Dettifoss in Iceland.
Have you never heard the song that literally tells you don't go chasing waterfalls?
No.
You should listen to that.
I think it's too late. It's too late.
late.
It's too late. I think that bird has flown.
Yes, just stick to the rivers and the mountains you're used to.
There we are. Yeah, we're with Rivers for show 3, I think. Now, Miles, what are you going to go for?
I'm going to go for cringe.
Cringe. Says Miles, cringe. This is good. Let's see how many of our 100 said that. That goes down to 18. 18 for cringe.
If you cringe at something, you feel embarrassment, awkwardness, or disgust, and possibly wince or flinch as a result. Cringe. To cringe is also to stoop in a servile manner. Cringe.
Yes.
I cringe to you.
Thank you very much indeed, Tom. Now, Sue, welcome back to Pointers. Tell us more about yourself, Sue.
Well, about 6 months ago, I came across an online fitness course for old people.
Yes.
And I'd never done anything like that before, but I thought I'll give it a go. And before I knew it, I was doing intervals and planking and cardio. It's
Yes.
just amazing.
So you do it all in the comfort of your own home, do you?
Yes.
This is
And
very
it's
good.
quite addictive. I really
Yes,
love it.
that's really good. Have you noticed yourself getting stronger?
Oh, yes, yes.
Very
Excellent.
good. Good stuff. Good for
Thank
you.
you.
Now, Sue, what are you going to go for? Words ending NGE.
I think I'll go for unhinge.
To unhinge. Shall we see how many of our 100 said this? They're playing it really well. I have to say, this is expert Pointless,
Very.
expert level.
Very good, yes. To do rearrange, the inverse of a verb.
Let's see how many of our 100 said unhinge. Look at that. Very well done, Sue. It was only a matter of time. Very well done. That's a pointless answer. It adds £250 to today's jackpot, taking the total up to £5,500. Scores you nothing and is just brilliant. Well done.
Great. Unhinge, of course, to remove a door or gate from the device that joins it to the frame, or could be to unbalance a person in their mind and cause them to go insane.
Wow.
Two very different things, I would
Yes.
say. Although, have you ever tried to remove a door? It will do the other
thing
definition.
for you, I
yeah,
bet.
it's very difficult. Doors are very complicated.
Yes, thank you very much indeed. Now, Adam, welcome back to Pointless. It's great to have you with us here. Let's hear more about you, Adam.
So last time I spoke about my hobby, which is I'm an ice hockey referee, but a slightly less interesting in my day job. Still interesting.
Phew. OK.
I'm a surveyor and I value GP surgeries. So I spend my
don't
time...
we all?
We all do. We all do that.
Yes,
But that is your job. You
Absolutely,
put
yes.
a value on...
Very specifically GP surgeries.
So
yep.
you turn up to the surgery and
Yep.
they're all hoping...
Yeah, so it depends on the types of sinks, taps, toilets, those sorts
Quality
of
of
things.
the cake that's offered on
Absolutely,
arrival.
absolutely.
Somebody's using private healthcare, I think. I'm going to be offered a piece of cake of my doctor.
Yes.
Well, how exciting. Good for you. Adam, what are we going to go for?
Well-
Words ending NGE.
I will stick with a toilet theme and I will go with plunge.
Plunge. Plunge, says Adam. Should we see how many of our 100 said plunge? Plunge. Well, 18 is our high score, and you pass it. 12 for plunge.
Yes, to thrust or throw something, or a leap or dive, as into water, or to descend rapidly, e.g. a plunging neckline.
Thank you very much indeed. That brings us to the halfway point in this first round, and I can tell you, looking at those scores, that nothing is the best score. Very well done indeed to Sue. We travel from there to 4, where we find Camelia and Curtis. From there to 12, where we find Adam and Nell. And from there to 18, Miles and Fiona. Fiona, though, excellent at low scores. We happen to know from last time. So, yes, good luck with that. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? Elle, welcome back to Pointless. Great to have you with us again. Tell us more about yourself, Elle.
Yeah, so as something that I do in my spare time, I write and run a pub quiz
Brilliant. How often's the quiz?
every 2 weeks on a Tuesday.
Very nice. OK, and you write the whole thing yourself?
Write the whole thing, yeah, pictures, anagrams, and then...
See, this is very good. Have you compiled books yet of good quiz things?
Well, I've got like a hard drive and there's like 3 folders with about, well, 26 quizzes in. So
there you go. Very good. Now, Elle, what are you going to go for? You're on 12 at the moment. 5 or less, even at this early stage, would get you into round 2. No questions asked.
I think I'm going to go for blancmange.
Blancmange. Shall we see where your red line is? On the column. It comes in here. Where do we end up with blancmange? Gets you through. Diana goes for 2. Very well done indeed. Taking your total up to 14. You are in round 2.
Yeah, great one there. If you don't know, blancmange is a sweet gelatinous dessert made with flavoured corn flour and milk, and it comes from the French words for white and to eat, blanc and manger, blancmange.
For some reason, that's making my mouth water. Blancmange.
That's the way I describe it.
Oh, thank you. I think it probably was. Thank you very much
Not a
indeed.
dessert you see very often, actually.
No.
Where's it gone?
And it says blanc, but actually it's pink in my experience.
Rosemange.
Rosemange. That sounds like somebody from the Revolution.
Yes, if only you knew.
Yes.
It's just a dessert.
There we are. There we go. Now, Samantha, welcome back. Great to have you with us again. We learnt about your fantastic chicane turn in your career.
Yeah.
Where you'd been an accountant, comedian, successful comedian. Tell us more about yourself.
OK, well, yeah, I used to work in an office and now, obviously, I'm all around the country. So I go around in my camper van with my dog from gig to gig, like a travelling jester.
See, that's great, though. I mean, this is the life of stand-ups, really. I mean, you get to know the country like no one else. Good stuff. Now, Samantha, you're on nothing, which means 17 or less gets you through. What would you like to go for?
Oh, I've got a safe one, a medium one and a risky one.
You know what I'm going to advise.
No. I will go for the medium one, which is whinge.
Whinge, says Samantha. Here is your red line. Shall we see where we end up with whinge? Whinge is right. And it gets you through. Very well done. 11 for whinge, taking your total up to 11.
Whinge, yes, complaining or whining in an annoying way or crying in a fretful way.
Yes.
Whinge.
Thank you very much indeed. Now, Fiona, welcome back. Great to have you with us again. Tell us more about yourself, Fiona.
So I have worked in tourism all my life, running the tours and speaking on the microphone. So after COVID, I decided to learn a new skill and I got my coach driving licence.
I was going to say that as a joke. That's just the one thing that's missing is the coach driving licence. So you can now wear a sort of headset.
So now I have the coach driving licence. So in the summer, I run the tours and I'm on the microphone. And in the winter, I drive coaches over to Europe.
See, that's just brilliant. Next thing you need is a ferry driver's licence.
That's the next plan.
That's the
and
next
then maybe
thing.
learn to fly.
Yeah, maybe learn to fly. Now, Fiona, you are on 18. I'm sorry to say you are still our high scorers. So we need a very, very low score.
So I'm going to go one for kind of the offshore workers. Flange.
Flange, says Fiona. You don't get a red line, I'm afraid, as you are our high scorers, but let's see where we end up with flange. Flange is right. Eight for flange, taking your total up to 26.
Yes, a flange is, of course, a projecting edge on an object. Its purpose is to strengthen the object or to connect it to another object. Flange.
Thank you very much indeed. Curtis, welcome to Pointless. It's terrific to have you here. Tell us all about yourself, Curtis.
So I'm Curtis. I'm a nursery assistant from Leeds.
You're a nursery assistant, and how long have you done that?
Like, the current nursery I work at has been about 2 years now.
Very nice indeed. And what do you do for fun?
For fun at the moment, we play a lot of video games together, Camelia and I. And I do a lot of painting as well at home. Portraits, pictures, miniatures and stuff like that. Yeah.
Very nice indeed. Now, Curtis, you are on 4. We need you to score 21 or less to be in round 2. What are you going to go for?
I'm going to go for expunge, I think is my...
Oh, this is good.
Another dessert one.
Expunge, says Curtis. You get a red line, and it comes in here. Expunge. One. But very well done indeed, taking your total up to 5.
Yes, to delete or destroy or obliterate. If you expunge something, you get rid of it completely.
Yes.
Yeah, there were lots of pointless answers, though. You could have gone for downrange or infringe, interchange. Also, there was mélange, mixture of things, misarrange or misarrange. And, of course, my favourite, munge. Anyway...
You're going to expand on munge?
No. I don't think it needs... Surely you know what that means.
What is
munge.
It? A bean? It's like a...
It's to modify a password into an unguessable state.
OK.
So I guess to munge would be if my password was Alexander, I might go 4LE...
Yeah.
X.
Yeah.
Then it would be...
Got it.
Munged.
That'd be munged.
I would have munged your name.
Yeah, I've got it. OK, good, thank you.
Phalange, a medical term for one of the bones in finger. Scrounge, and Unhinged, which, of course, Sue already gave us.
Thank you very much indeed, Tom. That brings us to the end of our first round. It means we have to say goodbye. Oh, Fiona and Miles, no. Oh, no, no, no. We'll see you next time. It's fine. But next time is your third show, so we have to make that one count. But anyway, thank you so much for playing, Fiona and Miles. For the remaining 3 pairs, time for round 2. Very well done, everybody. We find ourselves in round 2. A little bit more roomy, I'm sure you'll agree. But very well done. Sue, our lowest individual scorer in that first round. Fantastic work there. And Curtis and Camelia, our lowest combined scorers. So brilliant work. But best of luck to everybody. Our category for round 2 today is American artworks. Can you all decide in your pairs who wants to go first, who wants to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, and the question concerns people represented in the US National Portrait Gallery. Tom.
Well, who isn't obsessed with the people represented there? We are about to show you 6 descriptions on each pass of people who all feature in portraits, sculptures, tapestries, photographs or prints that are in the US National Portrait Gallery in Washington, D.C. We'll also give you their initials, so a little bit of a clue. Please tell us who the people are.
Thank you very much indeed, Tom. OK, let's reveal our first board of 6 clues. Can you identify these people? Chicago-born animation pioneer who produced the 1964 film Mary Poppins, W.D. US poet and author of the autobiography I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings, M.A. Former US Vice President whose presentation formed the basis of the 2006 documentary An Inconvenient Truth, A.G. Ugly Betty star who played Gloria in the 2023 film Barbie, A.F. Vogue singer who performed to over 1.6 million people in Rio de Janeiro in 2024, M. And inventor and founding father who was first depicted on the US $100 bill in 1914, B.F. There we are. Now, Curtis, who on this board are you going to go for?
I'm going to go for the former US Vice President whose presentation formed the basis of An Inconvenient Truth. And it was Al Gore.
Al Gore, says Curtis. Should we see how many of our 100 said Al Gore? Al Gore is right. Yes, good work, Curtis. Down that goes to 27. Strong start.
Good start there. Al Gore has worked a lot on climate change. He won a Nobel Peace Prize for his efforts in 2007. Amongst the pieces in the gallery is a tapestry of Al Gore, which was apparently made to raise funds for his presidential campaign. I'd like to have a tapestry done of me.
No, but imagine having to sit for it. Or stand. There you go, hang on. There we are. Just as you were. Hand down, hand down. And then they'd be holding up bits of wool, going...
oh, yeah, it would, it would be quite involved, wouldn't it?
It would be quite involved. Fun, though.
Fun. It's an unusual thing to have happen.
Thank you very much, Sue. Who are these people?
I know 3 of them, but I don't know which would be lowest. I think I'll go for Benjamin Franklin at the bottom.
Benjamin Franklin at the bottom. Should we see how many of our 100 said that? Benjamin Franklin is right. Well, 27 is the only score we have at the moment. Benjamin Franklin beats that 25. Well done, Sue.
Yes, the $100 bill is the most expensive to print because of the extensive security features it has. But despite this, it is the bill with the highest circulation, with an estimated 18.5 billion of them.
Thank you very much indeed. Now, Adam.
Yes.
This is your board. Fill in all the blanks.
I know 2. The Vogue singer is obviously Madonna, but I'm going to go for the top one. The Chicago-born animation pioneer is Walt Disney.
Walt Disney, says Adam. Should we see how many of our 100 said Walt Disney? Walt Disney is right. Goes down to 20. Very well done indeed.
Good choice, yeah. The gallery holds several images of Walt Disney, including a sketch depicting Mickey Mouse sketching Walt Disney. Doing a caricature of Disney. That's clever, isn't it? It's funny.
Tables turned.
Yeah. Should we go through the rest of the board
Yes.
then? Zandra, I bet you know them.
I think, well, let's go with Madonna first, for the Vogue singer.
Yeah, would have got 43. A lot of people know that.
The US poet is Maya Angelou.
Maya Angelou would have scored you 4, which was the lowest one. The Ugly Betty star who played Gloria in Barbie is America Ferrera. 5 people knew that, so that would have scored you 5. So
There we are. Thank you very much indeed. That brings us to the halfway mark in this round. Let's have a quick recap of those scores. 20, well done, Adam, the best score of the pass. 25 is where we find Sue and Samantha. And then 27 is where we find Curtis and Camelia. I mean, you're a bit ahead, but not wildly. So, Camelia, good luck. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? OK, let's put 6 more clues to people represented in the US National Portrait Gallery on the board. Here they are. US-born impressionist noted for her artworks such as Little Girl in a Blue Armchair, M.C. Lawyer who succeeded Laura Bush as First Lady of the United States, M.O. Actor who played Tyrion Lannister in the TV drama Game of Thrones, P.D. Basketball player portrayed by Damien Delano Young in the 2023 film Air, M.J. Jazz musician and trumpeter who released the 1959 album Kind of Blue, M.D. And chat show host who entered Forbes' list of billionaires in 2003, O.W. There we are. Elle, it's over to you. You're on 20. We're looking at a target score of 6, ideally, to avoid becoming high scorers.
OK. I'm going to go with the jazz musician and trumpeter and go with Miles Davis.
Miles Davis says Elle. You get a red line. It's quite low. How many of our 100 said Miles Davis? Miles Davis is right. Very well done indeed. 10 for Miles Davis, taking your total up to 30.
Very good answer. Kind of Blue. His album is often considered to be the greatest jazz album of all time. The musicians on it improvised during the recording and created 5 tracks. It's only 45 minutes long.
Thank you very much indeed. Now, Samantha, you are on 25. We need to score 4 or less to avoid becoming the high scorers.
I will go with Oprah Winfrey.
Oprah Winfrey at the bottom, the chat show host. Should we see how many of our 100 said that? But not before we've seen your red line, which is here. Oprah Winfrey. $35 for Oprah Winfrey, taking your total up to 60.
Yes. When Oprah entered the Forbes list, she was the first black female billionaire ever reported, having a net worth that year of $1.1 billion.
Heavens above.
Loads.
Lots. That's it. Thank you very much indeed. Camelia, you're on 27. 32 or less is what we need from you. 32 or less. Would you like to talk us through the board?
Well, I don't know the US-born impressionist. The lawyer who succeeded Laura Bush, I think it was Michelle Obama. Actor who played Tyrion Lannister is Peter Dinklage. And I think the basketball player is Michael Jordan. I'm hoping that Peter Dinklage was the lowest score.
OK, Peter Dinklage, says Camelia. Here is your red line. Can we get you below this red line with Peter Dinklage? Peter Dinklage is right. And you are in the head-to-head. Very well done indeed. Down it goes to 6. This is a great score. 33 your total. Well done.
Peter Dinklage, great answer. Great answer. The gallery has a photograph of him from 2003, before Game of Thrones. Peter Dinklage has won 4 supporting actor Emmys for his role as Tyrion. Tyrion. It's made up, though, isn't it? Tyrion, whatever it's called. And the record for the most Emmy wins in that category. Camelia took us through the board almost perfectly there. The US-born impressionist is Mary Cassatt, which would have been a pointless answer. Michelle Obama was a good guess, because it was right. That would have scored 30. And the basketball player portrayed by Damien Delano Young was Michael Jordan, would have scored 29.
Thank you very much indeed, bringing us to the end of our second round. And it means we have to say goodbye to Samantha and Sue. Lovely low scores from you we had in round 1. Slightly less low in this round, but we will see you next time for your third and final show, when I'm hoping you can take it all the way. But thank you so much for playing, Samantha and Sue. For the remaining 2 pairs, though, it's now time for the head-to-head. Well, huge congratulations, Curtis and Camelia, Adam and Elle. You are now 1 step closer to the final and a chance to play for our jackpot, which currently stands at £5,500. However, we might be able to put some more money into that if we can find a couple of pointless answers. So here goes. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many African dishes as they could. Tom,
Yes, you'll see 6 options. 2 are scoring, 2 are pointless, and 2 are not African dishes at all. £250 in the jackpot for each pointless answer.
Thank you very much indeed. So can you find the pointless African dishes from these 6? We have bazine, owino, puff puff, kikalicha, mesfouf, and chishuru. Does anybody know anything?
I was hoping I'd know at least one because I am from Africa, but I...
In which case, Curtis and Camellia, would you like to nominate a pointless African dish?
I quite like puff puff.
Yeah, go on. I fancy a puff puff.
Yeah.
We'll go for
OK,
puff
shall we go for puff puff? Is
Yeah,
puff
go on
puff a pointless African dish? Well, it is an African dish. Oh, one person could not forget puff puff. Adam and Elle.
Let's go for kikalicha.
Kikalicha.
Sounds tasty.
Yeah.
I like the sound of that as well. Should we see how many of our 100 people said kikalicha? Kikalicha is also an African dish. Ah, very well done indeed, Tom.
Yeah, great shout there, kikalicha, an Ethiopian dish. You could also have had mesfouf, which is a couscous dish that can be sweet or savoury. That was also pointless. But elsewhere on the board, we had bazine, which is a Libyan dish consisting of a giant dumpling served in the middle of the plate, surrounded by stew. That would have scored you 2. Owino is not a dish, though. Owino market is the largest market in Uganda with around 50,000 traders. That would have been incorrect, Owino. And my favourite one on the board is actually chishuru. It's not a dish, but it's a London Michelin-starred restaurant focusing on West African cuisine. The name means the silence that descends on the table when the food arrives. Chishuru. You know that when the food comes and everyone goes quiet?
Chishuru.
Chishuru. It's nice to name that moment. I like that.
Thank you very much indeed, and well done. You managed to find a pointless answer. So look, we can watch as £250 are added to the jackpot, taking the total up to £5,750. But who'll be playing for that? Well, we'll find out in a head-to-head. Now, the first pair to win 2 questions will be playing for that jackpot. You're now allowed to confer before you give your answers. Best of luck to both pairs. Here is our first question, and it is all about gardens, Tom.
Yes, I love gardens. We're about to show you 5 images of famous gardens. We have also provided every other letter in their names. We would like you to identify them and tell us the most obscure, as ever.
Thank you very much indeed. Let's reveal our 5 gardens, and here they are. We have A, KWGRES. B, RYLBTNC GREEIBRH. C, TEANIKGRE. D, WSE. And E, HMTNCUTGRES. There we are. Curtis and Camellia, you're our low scorers. You get to go first.
OK. So there's... I know E, I think. I don't know. OK. Right, so we're going to take a punt and go for Hampton Court Gardens.
Hampton Court
For E.
Gardens. For E, Hampton Court Gardens. Now, Adam and Elle, can you talk us through those other gardens?
So we know that A is Kew Gardens. We don't know C or D, but I think we're going to go for B, which is Royal Botanic Garden, Edinburgh.
Royal Botanic Garden, Edinburgh. So we have Hampton Court and Edinburgh. Curtis and Camellia went for Hampton Court Gardens. Let's see how many of our 100 said that for E. That is absolutely right, Hampton Court. And that goes down to 34. Meanwhile, Adam and Elle are going for the Royal Botanic Garden, Edinburgh. Should we see how many of our 100 said that for B? Royal Botanic Garden, Edinburgh, absolutely right. 42 for that, which means well done, Curtis and Camellia. After one question, you are up 1-0.
Great answers. Great gardens as well.
I can fill all these in for you.
I was going to say there's one that I think you'll particularly like.
Well, it's going to be C. Very close to my heart. That is the Annick Garden.
Correct. That would have scored you 3, and that was the lowest one on the board as well.
Then we have D, the RHS Wisley.
Oh, lovely one.
Fabulous.
Loved. I was there just the other day, actually.
Well, there you
that would have
are.
scored you 7. That was the next one up.
Splendid.
But the most popular one, the easiest one, is A, and it's, of course,
Kew Gardens.
Kew Gardens. There it is. 69, that would have scored.
Thank you very much indeed. Right, here comes our second question. Adam and Elle, you've got to win this one to stay in the game, so good luck. Our second question is all about buses. Tom.
Yes, we're going to give you 5 clues to facts about buses. Just give us your most obscure answer.
Thank you very much. Here come the 5 bus facts all at once. And we have... The word bus is a shortening of this word from the Latin meaning for all. 1994 film starring Keanu Reeves and Sandra Bullock set on a bus that will explode if it drops below 50 miles per hour. Alabama City, in which Rosa Parks' refusal to give up her seat to a white man sparked a bus boycott in 1955. The iconic London Routemaster bus is typically this primary colour. And online video game in which players leap from a flying vehicle, known as the battle bus, before fighting each other. There we are. Adam and Elle, over to you.
So we're going to go for the bottom one, which we think is Fortnite.
Fortnite, say Adam and Elle. Now then, Curtis and Camelia, can you talk us through the rest of that board?
Can we?
I only knew the bottom one.
Well, I know the 1994 film starring Keanu Reeves' Speed. I wouldn't know anything about the Alabama City.
Go for the film then.
OK. So we'd like to go for the 1994 film starring Keanu Reeves and Sandra Bullock as Speed.
Speed.
Yeah.
OK, so we have Fortnite and we have Speed. Adam and Elle went for Fortnite. Let's see how many of our 100 said that. Fortnite is right. That goes down to 6. Very well done indeed. Meanwhile, Curtis and Camelia are going for Speed, the film starring Keanu Reeves and Sandra Bullock. How many of our 100 said that? Speed is right. Yeah, that's a high score. Very well done indeed, Adam and Elle. You're back in the game after 2 questions. It's 1-1.
Very good, very good. I think that was quite tricky in lots of ways. Xander, do you know the others?
Omnibus for the top one.
Yes, very good with your classics. 21. That would have scored you.
Red for the iconic Routemaster bus.
Yes, 72 people knew that. But the Alabama City in which Rosa Parks' refusal to give up her seat to a white man sparked a boycott in 1955.
I think was Montgomery, Alabama.
Absolutely correct. And that would have scored 5.
There we are. Thank you very much indeed. OK, right. Whoever wins this third question goes through to the final and plays for that jackpot. Best of luck, everybody. Here is our third question. It's all about substances in the human body, Tom.
We are going to show you 5 substances which can be found in the human body, but we have removed the vowels from each word. Please give us the names of these substances.
Thank you very much indeed. Let's reveal our 5 clues to substances. Here they come. We have CHLSTRL, PLSM, MLTNN, CRTSL, and NSLN. There we are. Over to you, Curtis and Camelia.
I don't know which one. Let's go.
Which one's the
So we're going to go for the second to last one. And we're going to say cortisol.
Cortisol, say Curtis and Camelia. Adam and Elle, would you like to talk us through the rest of that board?
Yeah, so the top one's cholesterol, second one's plasma, third one's melatonin, and the last one's insulin. So I think we're going to go with melatonin.
Melatonin, say Adam and Elle. So we have cortisol and melatonin. Curtis and Camelia went for cortisol. I think your cortisol level's quite high as we watch this go down. There we are, 44 for cortisol. Meanwhile, Adam and Elle are going for melatonin. Let's see how many of our 100 said that. It's right. And it wins it for you. Very well done indeed. Adam and Elle, after 3 questions, you're through to the final 2-1.
Yeah, very good, very good. There are a lot of high scorers on here. The bottom one was insulin. That would have scored you 37. But then the upper two, a lot of people knew plasma. 78 people knew plasma. And then my favourite, according to my doctor, is the top one, cholesterol. And that 80 people knew that.
80? You want to get that checked, I think,
If your cholesterol's at 80, I think that's bad.
That is quite bad. Thank you very much indeed. Well, that brings us to the end of our head-to-head round, and it means we have to say goodbye to Curtis and Camelia. Just au revoir to Curtis and Camelia. We'll see you next time. But thank you so much for playing. But for Adam and Elle, it is now time for the Pointless Final. Congratulations, Adam and Elle. You have fought off all the competition and you have won our coveted Pointless trophy. You now have a chance to win the Pointless jackpot. And at the end of today's show, the jackpot is standing at £5,750. And now that is a proper jackpot. It'd be lovely to send you back to Buxton with that in your back pockets. But we need a pointless answer from you first. So the big question is, what would you like to see come up?
I'm probably strongest on sport, any sport, but there's a few. Cricket, football, bit of golf. Ice hockey, that'd be cool, but maybe not. Geography, things like that, I'm not too bad on.
Yeah, I am not good with sport or geography, but I'm more of a... I'd be really good if, like, animated movies or some kind of film or music or lyrics or anything creative, maybe.
OK, well, let's see what today's choices are. 4 of them, as ever. I give you boys on TV, 17th century history, country music songs, and European Premier League footballers.
What do you want to do?
I think you can do it, yeah.
European footballers.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we're going to go for European Premier League footballers.
OK, European Premier League footballers it is, Tom.
OK, we are looking for the name of any male footballer who has made 1 or more English Premier League appearance and whose nationality is listed on the league's official website under either France or Germany. That is from the first 1992-93 season up to the end of the 2023-24 season. Our source is the Premier League website as of August 2024. Best of luck.
Thank you very much indeed, Tom. Now, as always, you've got up to 1 minute to come up with 3 answers. All you need to win that jackpot is for just one of those answers to be pointless. If you can find 3 pointless answers, we will throw in a £500 bonus. Are you ready?
Yep.
Let's put 60 seconds up on the clock. There they are. Your time starts now.
OK, so we'll go with Nottingham Forest players.
Yeah, go on.
That's a pretty good start. So French players, you've got the centre-back Moussa Niakate. That'll be pretty rogue. He's new. And then alongside that, there's also there's a German guy that played for Brighton called Pascal Gross. He might be quite low. I'm trying to think of some older ones. Maybe
Mbappe, and that is it.
Okay, you didn't play in the Premier League.
Oh, well, there you go.
So maybe some older ones. German, we might have Michael Ballack, might be quite good.
Look.
You might have a couple of really old ones. I'm just trying to think. Some of the old Liverpool players that might have... just thinking... Your mind goes blank during all
10
this.
seconds left.
Crikey. OK, let's think.
Go for the Forest player.
Yeah, OK,
Yeah,
let's go
you
with
got
that.
it?
Yeah.
You've got 2 seconds.
OK, yeah, all
All
good.
right.
OK, there we are. Your time is up. Let's have your 3 answers.
So we're going to go with Michael Ballack.
Michael Ballack for German, you're saying?
Michael Ballack for German players, yep.
Yeah.
Pascal Gross,
Pascal
also for
Gross,
a German player.
Also German.
And Moussa Niakate.
And Moussa Niakate.
French.
For French, sorry, yes. For
OK,
French
of
player.
those 3, which is your best shot at a pointless
Probably
answer?
Moussa Niakate.
Moussa Niakate we put last. Least likely to be pointless?
Michael Ballack.
Michael Ballack, and then Pascal Gross goes in the middle. OK, lovely. Let's put those answers up on the board in that order, and here they are. We have Michael Ballack, Pascal Gross, and Moussa Niakate. Now then, if one of these turns out to be pointless and wins you that jackpot, you will be leaving here with £5,750. What would you like to do with that, Adam?
So we are going on holiday to Disney World in Florida in January, so that'll be a nice little bit of spending money on top.
Oh, I should say, yes, absolutely.
Maybe we'll upgrade to the premium suites.
Oh, very nice. Elle, anything you'd like to add to that?
This is so rogue, but I really want a nice stand mixer to bake cakes with. And they're so expensive.
So important.
It'd be like a nice little... And we also want to buy a house next year, so it'd help.
Very nice. Just put the stand mixer in. Yes. OK, well, very best of luck. 3 lovely answers here. Let us put them to the test. In Michael Ballack's case, we are looking for German players in the Premier League in that period that Tom mentioned. Let's see if Michael Ballack is right. Let's see if Michael Ballack is indeed pointless. Absolutely right. £5,750 is yours if Michael Ballack goes all the way down to 0. Down we go through to single figures, still going down with Michael Ballack, still going down. You've done it! Very well done indeed. Huge congratulations. Michael Ballack was a pointless answer. You are taking home today's jackpot of £5,750. However, I said if you get all 3 pointless, you have a chance to get a bonus as well. So let us just put the others to the test, because that would take it up to £6,250. Pascal Gross. Should we see if Pascal Gross is a pointless answer? Pascal Gross is also right. This won't necessarily win you anything, but it's an important step on the way to winning that £500 bonus if this is pointless. Down we go. Pascal Gross still going down with Pascal. 2 people. OK. In which case, huge congratulations. You have won today's jackpot of £5,750.
Thank you.
Oh, that was exciting, wasn't it?
Tom.
Especially when you don't know anything about football. That was like, I don't know who any of these people are.
Anything.
Very, very stressful, but worked out well in the end, right? Your final answer there, Moussa Niakate, would have been wrong, actually. He was born in France, but he plays for Senegal. Not that you're concerned, as you just won a huge jackpot there, huge. Let's have a look at some of the other pointless answers, shall we? Starting with French players in the Premier League. You could have had Didier Deschamps, Stede Malbranc, Sylvain Distin, who played in the Premier League 469 times, more appearances than any other Frenchman by far. Also, William Gallas you could have had. There were lots more pointless answers, of course. Anthony Martial, Gaël Clichy, Louis Saha, loads of others. German players. You could have had Jens Lehmann, who played for Arsenal in goal, Leroy Sané, Robert Huth, 322 appearances, more than any other German. And the brilliantly named Thomas Hitzelsperger. Just fun to say his name. It'd be fun to be called Thomas Hitzelsperger.
Wouldn't it, though?
And Hitzelsperger's got it. Sorry.
The fun would never stop.
It would imagine being a commentator. You just will Thomas Hitzelsperger to get it all the time. But lots of pointless answers you could have had, including Louis Holtby, Didi Hamann, among others. But very, very well done at home if you said anything at all.
Thank you very much indeed, Tom. And thanks once again to our winning players, Adam and Elle, who take away today's jackpot of £5,750. Join us next time when we'll be putting more obscure knowledge to the test on Pointless. Meanwhile, it's goodbye from Tom.
Oh, get out.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.